Joining us now is Representative Peter Roskam of Illinois. He's Chief Deputy Whip for the House Republican Conference. Sir, so good to have you here.
Thanks very much.
So you're from Illinois. You know a lot about spending. Not that you helped create it, but tonight, are we going to hear anything about that side of the ledger, about the spending equation from the president, do you think?
Look, you get the joke on Illinois spending, and it's in a downward spiral, and it is the type of worldview from an economic point of view that is completely animating this White House. You take Illinois spending patterns and extrapolate that onto the U.S. economy, and that's where the president is proposing to lead us, to about $26 trillion in debt. I don't think we're going to hear a lot about how the president can grow the economy through the private sector and why unemployment is still at a nagging 7.9%. I think that's where the action is and what he should be talking about, but I don't think that's what we're going to be hearing.
When I was on Squawk Box this morning, we interviewed a lot of Democrats, and they seem to think that his last speech and the speech he's going to make tonight are going to be completely embracing of both sides of the aisle. Do you agree with that assessment?
I'd be surprised. I mean, if you listen to the inaugural speech, I think this is going to be inauguration 2.0. Look, and I'm delighted to be surprised to hear a sincere bipartisan effort on the part of the president. But what I've noticed over the past few years is the president's definition of bipartisanship means you vote for my stuff. And I don't think that that's a way to get to a remedy on a lot of these problems. Already they're going back into sort of the old Democrat muscle memory, and that is, let's go to the taxpayers yet again, even though right at the end of December, a huge boost in terms of new tax revenues coming in with the tax hike.
So what should Marco Rubio say tonight? Can you give us any insight into what he might say to counter and try to persuade the American people that that's maybe not the best path?
I think, and I don't have any specific insight into what the senator is going to be talking about, but my hunch is to cast a vision, and that is an inclusive vision that describes what the economy is like if it's growing and robust and dynamic yet again, and not just struggling along at these sort of anemic growth rates where GDP continues to be downgraded, but instead saying, look, tax rates that are reasonable, spending priorities that are reasonable can create a foundation upon which the economy can grow and flourish. And I think that that's been a hallmark for Senator Rubio, and it's my expectation that's what he's going to be talking about tonight.
Congressman Peter Roskam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Republican from Illinois.